Right, the brother spoke well in the spirit. Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Like we're out here to like refresh the spirit of our people and tell the downfall of these Edomites, man, basically. Like being the servants in the first Kings 13 chapter. Being the servants of the Most High, there's certain rules we have to abide by. And certain, how can I say it? Certain ways we have to carry ourselves. Yeah? First Kings 13 chapter. Yeah, 13. Yeah, and the Bible itself is our book. Yeah, and it pertains to the Israelites and how we're supposed to conduct ourselves as being servants. Read that. It's a little story, in the Bible about a prophet. What happened there to, I think it was Jeroboam, if you read it.
1 King chapter 13, verse 1. And behold, there came a man of the Most High of Judah by the word of Yahweh unto Bethel. And Jeroboam stood by the altar to burn incense. And he cried against the altar in the word of Yahweh, and said, O altar, altar, thus saith Yahweh, behold, a child shall be born unto the house of David, Josiah by name, and upon thee shall he offer the priests of the high places that burn incense upon thee, and men's bones shall be burnt upon thee. And he gave a sign the same day, saying, This is the sign which Yahweh has spoken. Behold, the altar shall be rent, and the ashes that are upon it shall be poured out. And it came to pass, when King Jeroboam heard the saying of the man of the Most High, which had cried against the altar in Bethel, that he put forth his hand from the altar, saying, Lay hold on him. And his hand, which he put forth against him, dried up, so that he could not put it in again to him. The altar also was rent, and the ashes poured out from the altar, according to the sign which the man of the Most High had given by the word of Yahweh. And the king answered and said unto the man of the Most High, Entreat now the face of Yahweh thy power, and pray for me, that my hand may be restored of me again. And the man of the Most High besought Yahweh, and the king's hand was restored him again, and became as it was before. And the king said unto the man of the Most High, Come home with me, and refresh thyself, and I will give thee a reward. And the man of the Most High said unto the king, If thou wilt give me half thine house, I will not go in with thee, neither will I eat bread, nor drink water in this place. For so was it charged me by the word of Yahweh, saying, Eat no bread, nor drink water, nor turn again by the same way that thou camest.
Right, so the Most High gave this prophet an order. He said, look, go to Bethel, right, and speak to the Jeroboam, yeah, and don't turn, just after you speak to him and give him orders, keep going. Read on.
So he went another way, and returned not by the way that he came to Bethel.
Right.
Now there dwelt an old prophet in Bethel, and his sons came and told him all the works that the man of the Most High had done that day in Bethel.
Right.
The words which he had spoken unto the king, them they told also to their father. And their father said unto them, What way went he? For his sons had seen what way the man of the Most High went, which came from Judah. And he said unto his sons, Saddle me the ass. So they saddled him the ass, and he rode thereon, and went after the man of the Most High, and went after the man of the Most High, and found him sitting under an oak. And he said unto him, Art thou the man of the Most High that came from Judah? And he said, I am. Then he said unto him, Come home with me, and eat bread. And he said, I may not return with thee, nor go in with thee, neither will I eat bread nor drink water with thee in this place. For it was said to me by the word of Yahweh, thou shalt eat no bread, nor drink water there, nor turn again to go by the way that thou camest. He said unto him, I am a prophet also as thou art. And an angel spake unto me by the word of Yahweh, saying, bring him back with thee into thine house, they may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. So he went back with him and did eat bread in his house and drank water. And it came to pass, as they sat at the table, that the word of Yahweh came unto the prophet that brought him back. And he cried unto the man of the Most High that came from Judah, saying, thus saith Yahweh, for as much as thou hast disobeyed the mouth of Yahweh, and hast not kept the commandment which Yahweh thy power commanded thee,
No pictures.
but camest back,
Picture the sign though.
but camest back, and hast eaten bread and drunk water in the place of the which Yahweh did say to thee, eat no bread and drink no water. Thy carcass shall not come unto the sepulchre of thy fathers. And it came to pass, after he had eaten bread and after he had drunk, that he saddled for him the ass to wit, for the prophet whom he had brought back. And when he was gone, a lion met him in the way and slew him, and his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by it. The lion also stood by the carcass. And behold, men passed by and saw the carcass cast in the way, and the lion standing by the carcass. And they came and told it in the city where the old prophet dwelt. And when the prophet that brought him back from the way heard thereof, he said, here is the man of the Most High, who is disobedient unto the word of Yahweh. Therefore Yahweh delivered him unto the lion, which had torn him and slain him, according to the word of Yahweh, which he spake unto him. And he spake to his son, saying, saddle me the ass. And he saddled him. And he went and found his carcass cast in the way.
See that? I mean, I don't mean to cut in, man. I have to. That's a bad check right there.
Yeah, that's a bad check, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah, it is. It is, because when you check something out, it just goes to show you that the Lord, he's not all about love.
Right.
The Lord sent a lion to devour this jackass.
It was his prophet.
Indicate,
It was his prophet. He was one of his prophets.
He did it to one of his guys, that he stood up.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you, if you don't do what the Lord tells you to do,
Right.
the Lord can straight up and down and fuck you the hell up, man.
Right. So just finish that off.
Right. So it said,
That's bad.
and he said, and he went and found his carcass cast in the way, and the ass and the lion standing by the carcass. And the lion had not eaten the carcass, nor torn the ass. And the prophet took up the carcass of the man of the Most High, and laid it upon the ass, and brought it back. And the old prophet came to the city to mourn and to bury him. And he laid his carcass in his own grave. And they mourned over him, saying, alas, my brother. And it came to pass, after he had buried him, that he spake to his son, saying, when I am dead, then bury me in the sepulchre, wherein the man of the Most High is buried.
And it just goes to show you that the Most High, he can straight up and down jack you up any type of way he wants. You know, he could send a lion to devour you, or he could basically have you get run over. You might be like in the street somewhere, or like a place like this, like London, you might get run over, you might cross the street the wrong way and get run over by a car or a bus. Okay, or you might be walking and all of a sudden you just drop off, you just drop dead. Okay, or you might be at the house and all of a sudden you got this unusual disease inside of your body. You know what I mean? So the Lord can get you at any type of way. Like the saying goes, 6 million ways to die, choose one. You know? When you don't do what the Lord tells you to do, hey man.
That's it. That's the moral of the story, isn't it? Huh?
Yep.
You're a servant. You do what he says.
That's why he told that King Saul, for rebellion is a sin of rebellion It's as a sin of witchcraft, yeah.
Let's finish that off.
Listen, when I am dead, then bury me in the sepulchre wherein the man of the Most High is buried. Lay my bones beside his bones. But the saying which he cried by the word of Yahweh against the altar in Bethel, and against all the houses of the high places which are in the cities of Samaria, shall surely come to pass. After this time, Jeroboam returned not from his evil way, but made again of the lowest of the people priests of the high places. Whosoever would, he consecrated him, and he became one of the priests of the high places.
Right, that was good for that. Right, so the moral of the story is, like the brother said, when us as servants of the Most High, we got to do what the Most High says, like to come out, get Jeremiah 28 in there. Like we got to come out and do exactly what the Most High told us to do, ordained us to do. Okay, because like in, I think it's in John 15 and 16, he said he's ordained us to be his servants, to get the fruit, to gather the fruit. See, you get it? Jeremiah 28.
Jeremiah 28 verse 7. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears, and in the ears of all the people, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Say it, yeah? Right, see, the prophets of before, we come out and we prophesied against. The prophets, it wasn't for, because when they used to see a prophet coming, they used to basically get shit scared, because they was wondering, why? Is he come to tell us good deeds?
Yeah. Samuel, yeah. Have thou come in peace?
Isaiah 13.
What does it say about him? Why is that Jesus?
Sorry?
What is it about Revelations 1:13-15 that makes him appear as this? What does it say?
Where are you from? What's your nationality?
English.
You English?
Yes, from
So you're the brother, you're the man of the covenant. Because that's what it means. The covenant. So you was given the covenant. Is that what you're saying?
No, I just want to know why this picture. Well, I don't know. So I am Christian.
Are you a Christian?
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree that Jesus would have red eyes. What is it about the verse that could clarify this?
Jesus had red eyes. He drank wine and he got red hair. He had red eyes.
Okay, but obviously this is meant to make him look like what, evil or determined.
What did Jesus look like?
So you get the very many different versions. Some say he was like Middle Eastern appearance,
right? See, this is
Israeli, so
I gotta say something. At the end of the day,
like the Italian.
for the longest run, no one's complaining about the way this guy looks, this Jesus Christ, yeah. No one's complaining about this bullshit. But the minute we bring out the truth about what he really looks like according to the Bible, all of a sudden, this is just a big deal. Okay? The Most High gave the blueprint, the Bible, to show us this is the description, what he looks like. So we gotta go by that. But I understand not everybody can go by that, because the Bible is really set up for us. When you read the Bible as well, it's actually our document. So all of this bullshit right here, this ain't even Jesus. This is a guy that was on the scene. What is it? What?
Well, that is
500 years.
Possibly, yeah.
500 years ago, by the name of Cesare Borgia. Okay, he was committed ancestry by his sister, Quasia Borgia. Okay, he murdered his brother, and the list goes on. And when you read about the Borgia family, they were the most, I believe they were the first crime family on earth during that time period. Right. But yet, this is the guy that the Pope, his father, painted to be the Christ. But like I want to say again, for the longest run, since this has been up in effect, people have been believing in this stuff, or this crap, should I say? All of a sudden, it's never been mentioned. No one's really sooked out to see if that was true or not. But the minute we bring that out, all of a sudden, oh, that can't be true. That is an issue. You see that? You know what I mean? Because I mean, when you check it out, matter of fact, I'll tell you what, brother, if you can't give me Revelations 1,
It's not all about color.
you know, because yeah, right.
Why
that's
does it
what they say.
matter? When this was brought, people don't say, oh, why does it matter if he's white?
Right.
When
it
you
doesn't
bring out
matter.
the black one, they say, why does it matter if he was black?
Yeah.
They wanted to,
But if it don't matter, then really the whole Bible don't matter then, because basically England, they like to declare themselves as a Christian-based country. So if that doesn't matter, then just do away with the Bible altogether, and just keep it real with the British Republic and say, look, we're not a God-fearing nation. Just keep it real.
Damn.
The little precepts. Look, this is Revelation.
God made us in his own image, isn't it? So it's great that we...
Revelations 2 verse 18. And unto the angel of the church in Thyatira write, these things saith the Son of God.
Right, it says to write these things, saith the Son of God. Go on.
Who have his eyes like unto a flame of fire.
Right.
And his feet are like fine brass.
Right, his feet like unto fine brass. So if I take my shoes off, I guess my feet is going to be the same color as my body. I've never seen a two-tone person before. Never seen that before. So basically the Lord, he would be considered a colored man, not a so-called black man.
How we standing?
Okay, but a man of color. All right, an Israelite for that. Okay, but what's your nationality? You said you're British, right?
Yes.
I can read your spirit, and I'm gonna just keep it real with you, because what we're here to do is we're the prophets of the Lord. We're here to prophesy. Okay, and that's what we're all about. Now, the people on this side here that you see, okay, from the tribe of Judah all the way down to Issachar, these are the people of God. Okay, the so-called Negroes that went on cargo slave ships by your people, they're the people of God. Okay, the people that you like to call niggas and stuff like that, all right? That you talk shit about closed doors. We're the people of God, and the Latino people on down. Now, your nationality, you're probably looking at the sign and wondering, where do I fit in this? Well, where you fit in this is you come from a man by the name of Esau in the Bible. Okay, out of the loins of Shem, because we all came out of the three sons of Japheth, Shem, and Noah. Okay, Noah. Excuse me. So we all came out of the sons of Noah, and your line is from the line of Shem by the man by the name of Esau. Okay, and it was already set up in the spirit. Somebody give me Genesis 27. Because it was already set up through the spirit what was going to happen in the future. And even up to this present moment in time, we're going. Okay. This is it right here.
So where's it you're from?
What's that, bro?
Your nationality?
Yeah, what's your nationality?
English.
What I'm
British.
Okay, but where from? Are you like Welsh or what part of England are you from?
Mostly English, going back.
Okay, that's all right. That's fine. That's all right. That's fine. Yeah, read that.
What verse?
You know, Esau.
I mean,
But before you go, I gotta show you
quick
this.
to make my mind up.
Yeah, read that.
Close-minded.
Now you know Genesis chapter 27. It speaks about the blessings between yeah. Because the thing with your people received a certain blessing, which we're gonna go into right now.
So this is Genesis 27, verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him.
Matter of fact, I tell you what. I tell you what. Let's not go there. Let's go to Genesis chapter 25 and 21. I think it's 21, 25. Get that first so we can show who he is. Because we have to show you who you are as well, you know. And then we'll jump to your blessing. What blessing you got?
Did you say 21?
Yeah, 21. I think it's Genesis 21.
25
and 21. It's a lot.
Genesis 25 and 21.
I'll tell you what he's getting at. You get yeah, you could hold that, and then get Genesis chapter 27, where it speaks about the blessing. So, yeah, go on.
Genesis 25 and 21. Yeah. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. Yeah, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived.
Right.
And the children struggled together within her.
Yeah.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Right, this is a story of Jacob and Esau. Jacob is our forefather, and Esau is your forefather. Go on.
And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb,
right,
and 2 manner of people.
So although you're my brother, because we're basically brothers technically, we're all brothers, but basically we're totally 2 different nations of people. Go on.
Shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other
these
people.
2 peoples, your people and my people, we would be separated. Okay, although we're brothers, but we will be separated against each other, as it states right there. Go on.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
Go on.
And when our days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Right, they were twins in her womb. They were eternal twins. Go on.
And the first came out red all over.
Right, so this is the first brother. Okay, now he came out red all over because, see, the thing about it is when you watch them ER movies, okay, and let's say if an Edomite baby is born or whatever, they're red. Okay, because really technically your people are not white. You're really kind of like a reddish pinkish. Like we're not black, we're like variations of brown. Okay, and the reason why he came out red, go on, it's gonna go into it, go on.
It said, and when the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment.
Right, because he was like a hairy garment. Because back in the ancient world, we used to dye certain garments red. Okay, sheepskin, goatskin. Go on.
Red all over, like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
Right, and they called his name Esau, which the word Esau in the Hebrew means Joshua, which means wasted away at sea. Why? Because Jacob, his brother, looked like everybody else. They all had melanin and stuff like that, but he didn't have no melanin. Go on.
That's it. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
Right, which the heel symbolizes. What's that?
I'm not sure if it's what albino or so I go perhaps he was.
No, well, he wasn't. I mean, he was a clean leper. He was a clean leper. He wasn't, because you have different type of leprosy. You got leprosy that's unclean, and then you got, you're a clean. You call it a clean leper.
So it's a bit of so it's like a bit of a standout miracle. Sort of.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. But that's just what the Lord wanted you to look like. That's just how it went down.
He said, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 70 years.
This is talking about our forefather Jacob, okay, which that line which his name was later changed to Israel. That's when you get the people that's when you get the Jews from. Okay, which were the real Jews.
And Isaac was 70 years old when she bare him.
Right.
And the boys grew. And Esau was a cunning hunter.
Right, Esau was a cunning hunter, because the thing with Esau, basically Esau is a man of the field when you read down. Now, when you check it out, basically Esau, being that he was in the field hunting, being a cunning hunter, what was he hunting in the field? Okay, on the earth. He was hunting different animals and stuff like that. That's what they're doing today. Because you don't never see no so-called Negro out in the middle of the wilderness hunting different animals down, shooting animals down. Okay, you only see so-called Europeans in that. That's their personalities, their attributes. Right, that's their personality attributes. You know what I mean? So we reading about you right now. Go on.
Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
Right, and when you look up that word plain in the Hebrew, the word there's tamayim or tamam, which means perfect. Okay, because we were supposed to be an upright people.
Yeah, it says perfect, complete, not lacking in physical strength, beauty, sound, whole, and moral integrity.
Yeah, because when we're in our right state of mind as a people, and we revert back to the statutes and commandments, we're an upright, pure people. We don't need anything else, so to speak. But so now what we're gonna do is you go get the blessing, and this is the blessing of your people, basically.
Right, this is Genesis 27, and I'll start at 37.
Yeah.
And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made thy Lord. I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren I have given to him for servants.
Okay, and that's talking about the blessing of Jacob.
Right, and it says here, I'll jump down, and it says, I'll carry on, it says, have I sustained him? And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto him,
so this is your forefather, this is the first so-called white man that was on the earth, that was born on the earth. We're reading about him right now, go on.
And it said, and Esau said unto his father, Hast thou one blessing, my father?
Right, hast thou one blessing, my father? Because if you check it out, the reason why so-called Europeans don't like us black people, so-called, is we're Israelites, because it goes back to the birthright. Because what our forefather did is we supplanted y'all of the birthright. You were supposed to get the birthright. Going all the way back to when you say, bro?
Come here.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, so if you check it out,
Well,
that's the
one
reason
second.
why there's a personal hatred between your people and our people. Okay, because it all goes back to because we supplanted the birthright from you guys. Okay, go on.
And it says, "Hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Yep.
Bless me, even me also.
Yep.
Oh, my father." And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Right, you're going. Meaning he
And
cried.
and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, "Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth."
Right, that your dwelling is going to be the fatness of the earth, meaning you're going to rule. You're going to rule the best parts of the planet. Okay, and that even includes our land, our holy land.
You're gonna hold them.
Okay,
Gonna hold them.
how you going? Go on.
And it says,
Don't mind, don't mind.
"And thy
So
dwelling
you-
shall be the fatness of the earth,
Yeah.
and of the
Oh, I can
dew
hold
of
them,
heaven
yeah.
above,
I'll tell you what you're
from
saying.
above.
Okay.
And by thy sword
And by thy sword, go on.
shalt thou live."
By thy sword thou shalt live. So a sword ain't just talking about a physical sword, but it could be talking about any instrument that kills. And that's what the so-called white man's been doing all along. Okay, he's been dropping missiles, dropping atomic bombs on people, okay, to show his power, to show his level of power against the other nations. And that's how he would rule, or biological weaponry. Okay, and that all goes back to your people. You understand what I'm saying? So we reading about your blessing. We just read about where you come from, and now we're reading about your blessing now.
You
Go
live
on.
by the sword, you should die by the sword.
Right, that's why there's a saying like that. But where does that saying go back to? That saying goes back to your people. Go on.
And it says, "And by thy sword shalt thou live."
Right, and by thy sword thou shalt live. So you're going to drop bombs on people. You're going to send biological warfares on people. Okay, or even by lies and deception. So that's how your people are going to rule the earth. And it's been played out already. Go on.
"And shalt serve thy brother.
And shall serve thy brother. Go on.
And it shall come to pass, when thou have dominion,
When thou have dominion, go on.
that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck."
Meaning, basically, we're going to break out of your captivity. And it starts with us being reverted back to the truth. Because we're already breaking out of your captivity by the word. Okay, but physically that's going to happen because when Yahweh Shai comes back, okay, when who the world called Jesus Christ comes back, he's going to take us out of our captivity. That's why he's known as the Savior. That's why when you look at the term Jesus or Yahweh Shai, it means he is the Savior. So he's going to save the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, so-called Latinos and Native American Indians from Europe, okay?
I think he meant that that shall break Jacob's yoke from off his neck. Meaning, when he had the dominion, he's going to break the yoke of that Jacob put on him.
Right.
I mean, he's going to break out of captivity.
But say that again.
Meaning, and when it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, when Esau have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke, which is Jacob's yoke, off thy neck.
Oh, right. Okay, yes, so go on.
Right, and it says, "And Esau hated Jacob."
Right, and Esau hated Jacob, and that's why you have this personal hatred between your people and my people.
Because of
And
the
it really
blessing.
goes back to you. Because really, the reason why you hate us is because we were given a blessing, and we supplanted your forefather of the birthright. That's what just what the name Jacob means. It's a supplanter. All right. So because we did that to you, now you hate us now for that. But it's a spiritual hatred that you have. You don't know it psychologically.
The other way around, like that we were given the dwelling fatness of the land.
Can I ask you a question? Why do, I mean, we know on a spiritual level, but I want to see if you can answer it. Why do your people hate us?
On what level? I don't.
Now, come on now. You're an Edomite, so you must know.
Maybe I grew up in a different generation.
Now you've heard of other white people be racist. You've heard of Edomites be racist. But you've heard of white
Many
people be
white
racist,
people I
right?
hate. If I have to hate.
Yeah, but you've heard. But you are a so-called white man. So you know racist white people. You must know them. So I'm thinking, why do they hate us?
There's a lot of different things that define a person.
He can't answer the question.
Answer the
Because
question.
African people are the original Israelites.
Yeah.
Well, we're not.
Holy
Well,
land.
one thing you gotta get straight. I don't cut you. One thing you have to get straight. We're not Africans. We're just the Israelites.
The Israelites, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
we
But we
perceive
haven't
in the
moved on
West
from that.
as African people are
Right,
the
right.
Israelites.
Right.
And they're claiming the Holy Land as their Holy Land, but that's bullshit.
But it's not. It's
I'm
not.
gonna ask you why do your people hate my people? I want you to tell me.
Because right, so you're saying you were giving the first right.
Now can I ask you something? Why do your people murder and kill my people? Why is that?
Right.
You must know. You're an Edomite. You know.
But you know what it is, too, brother. But you know what it is. He don't know why. He don't. That's the point. He doesn't know why because it's spiritual. You see, he may not know it spiritually.
Is it jealousy? You think it's jealousy?
Nah, it ain't that, brother. It ain't that, brother.
No. I'll ask him. Is it jealousy?
He can't answer that. He knows it's the truth, but he can't answer that. And that's the thing.
What do you think? What do you think?
Well, why?
Why do white people hate black, so-called black?
But she not might be white, brother. She might be something else. 'Cause I'm looking at her. Where you from, by the way?
I'm not white. My family are from Iran.
Yeah, I knew she was somewhere
White
else.
people hate us too, but
No, but they hate
it's not
us
the
more
same.
than.
They do.
But I want to find out. That's what I asked him because
But
he's one of
he's not gonna tell you though, brother, because you know East ain't straightforward like that.
So,
But the point of the matter is, he might be sincere though. He might not know why. But the point of the matter is, subconsciously in his mind, the reason why he hates us is because it all goes back to the birthright.
Scripture for that.
That's the reason you're going on.
Right, this is Ezekiel 35 and 5.
Yeah.
And it says, because thou hast had a perpetual
Right.
hatred.
He had a perpetual hatred. Somebody give me the statement, son. Matter of fact, you already got it, brother. And see, the thing with your people, if you notice, you don't only just dislike so-called Negroes. Let me turn this around. But you also hate the so-called Latino and Native American Indians too. You hate those people too. So subconsciously.
he also hates his down. You hate yourself.
That's bad.
That's all that.
You have to keep it spiritual. So basically, you listen to what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying? This is why you did what you did. Because it all goes back to that hatred. That's why you were hanging our people, lynching our people in the States. Okay, feeding sifting dogs on the Northern Kingdom. Okay, the Puerto Ricans. That's what you did. That's what your people did. Okay? And that's something that you're going to have to deal with, my man. But the point of the matter is, you're going to keep it spiritual. You read that.
Right, and it says,
I know you hate me so bad.
because thou had a perpetual hatred
Yeah.
and shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Shed the blood of the children of Israel. That's what you did. Now, if you look at these pictures, do you know, hold this, bro, do you know that these are actually posts that they sent to their family members down the line? Okay, and also, this, as you can see, this has been going on since the 60s. There's certain pictures that's been brought up. That's you have certain lynchings, as you can see, that have been done in the 60s, not so long ago. Okay, and what they used to do, they used to send these poster pictures and send them to their their great grandchildren and stuff like that. All right, that's what they used to do. So the bottom line is you've shed the innocent blood of the children of Israel. Why? Because you had an everlasting hatred for our people. Go on.
Right, and it says, but you have shed the blood of the children of Israel
Right.
by the force of the sword
Right.
in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Yeah, and you're still doing it to this very day. You're shooting our people down in the street and everything. Okay?
Getting away with it.
You're getting away with it. Getting off scot-free. So, you read that.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood,
Right.
and blood shall pursue thee.
And that's going to happen to your people. What you did to our people is what's going to happen to you. All right? But what's going on right now, England as it stands right now is going according to its time. Because Britain has a time set up. And this society is going down. Right? Why you think a nuclear war is going to bring out? Okay?
Wait, no, this is not like. That's rubbish.
Well, that's fine.
They've
That's
been difficult
you're entitled
times,
to your
but you
opinion.
realise,
You're going. You get
Right.
the
And it